You want to create a comic or manga story that stands out. Something that captures attention, feels unique, and sticks with readers, without getting stuck in, this has been done before, brain loops. You're obsessing over being too original. You keep scrapping ideas before they develop. Overcomplicating things, thinking every story needs to reinvent the wheel. Believing that because something reminds you of another story, it must be unoriginal. Because I've been there. I spent so much time writing and rewriting my own stories, falling into the trap of chasing freshness instead of just making a great story. And honestly, it made me miserable. Stop running from what's been done before, and remix it instead. The truth is, there's nothing new under the sun. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9. The difference between a rip-off and a fresh take isn't the idea itself, it's your spin on it. Most people tell you to be original. I'm telling you to embrace influence. Look at what worked before and tweak one key thing. That's how trends explode. Just look at Palworld. Pokemon with guns sounds like a joke, but that hook sold millions of copies in days. Not because it was totally new, but because it was a remix people instantly understood. I saw this play out in real time. I loosely followed the Palworld situation as it was happening, and it proved that people love fresh spins on familiar ideas. The right contrast, like Pokemon but with guns, can turn something from meh to viral. Here's the formula: take a familiar or popular original work and tweak one thing. An important item. Character dynamics. Character goals. Character personalities. The setting. Narrative perspective. The main character. Simple. Let me give you a quick example. The first thing you need to do is pick a known concept and tweak one key element. It could be the setting, the character dynamics, or even flipping the hero and villain roles. Most people think if something reminds them of another story, it's a rip-off. But that's like saying every sandwich is unoriginal just because it has bread. The ingredients matter. A burger isn't the same as a grilled cheese sandwich, even though both have 2 slices of bread. Have you ever heard of a little-known story called Harry Potter? What if Harry couldn't use magic, but instead was the strongest human ever? The result? Mashal, magic and muscle. With the one tweak to Harry Potter, even if the core idea is familiar, the entire story changes. With this one change, how does it affect the world, the friendships, the villain, goals and motivations? The list goes on. But you get it, right? One shift becomes a waterfall of fresh ideas for your comic or manga story. You don't need to reinvent everything. Just tweak one part, and suddenly, it's something new. But here's the trick: choosing what to tweak can make or break your idea. Some changes just feel off, while others make people instantly curious. So how do you pick the right change? Let's get into that next. You need to choose the right element to change, something that makes people instantly curious. So what do? Make the one change you're making to something that's also familiar and popular. Let's take a look at Mashal again. What if, instead of Harry Potter being the main character, Saitama from One Punch Man is the hero instead? 2 insanely popular works mashed into one. How about another example? Remember, my inspiration for this video was Palworld. What is Palworld? Pokemon plus Fortnite. Don't knock the power of familiarity. The fusion of the 2 things people like is what builds curiosity and excitement. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I get it. But how do I know if my twist is actually good? There's a simple way to test it, and if you do this right, I believe your story could go viral before you even start drawing. Let's talk about that next. You need to test your idea before you commit tons of time drawing and writing. Most people think they need to finish an entire script or draw a whole chapter before they know if their idea is good. That's like cooking a huge meal without tasting anything along the way. What if it needs more salt? What if the flavor is off? Instead of spending weeks working on a full story, test your concept in one sentence. Take your idea and pitch it like a movie trailer. Something short and punchy. Like Naruto, but set in a cyberpunk world. A superhero story, but from the villain's perspective. Attack on Titan, but the Titans are actually the good guys. Hunter x Hunter plus Spy Kids. Now, post this on social media. Drop it in a Discord server. Share it in a group chat. If people react with "whoa, tell me more," then you know you've got something. If they don't, time to tweak. Your idea should grab attention before you start making the full story. A great concept sells itself. Let's help each other out with making great stories for our comics or manga. Comment below your elevator pitch for your story in a short but punchy sentence like the examples I just gave. Thank you so much for watching and God bless.